But let's get into the Charlie Kirk stuff.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
The investigation into
We'll finish off with the Kirk stuff.
Charlie Kirk's assassination, it's heating up.
All kinds of wild theories coming out there, guys.
I now have acquired proof that the FBI's official story is false, whether knowingly or unknowingly. We're going to have an entire monologue and talk about a lot of these things after I show you this. But if you take nothing else away from this video, you need to see this.
And in that video, you can see the same, what appears to be the bullet coming down, and it does line up with the actual gunshot itself.
They're not coming game by
Great.
So this video was created by a friend of mine who is a Marine. You'll see him here at the end. This is the angle he is showing the shot coming from, showing where Charlie was sitting, and the angle of the shot, which will correspond with this video here, which unfortunately we will blur out Charlie's face, but we will show what is necessary to prove that this was an entry and exit wound. So you'll see him circle the highlighted area right there, and you'll see the exit wound corresponding after, a split second after, as it would from an entry and exit wound. So in this footage, you can clearly see that Charlie is shot from his back right, and there is blood splatter coming out of the entry wound immediately after a shot. The first arc is kind of down, as if it's just gushing out from the entry wound. And then the second shot corresponds with when his head kind of snaps forward. That fluid then flips up in relation to that motion, so you can see there's that second splatter flipping up into the air. This is something that I hadn't seen to this date. I saw this for the first time late in the evening yesterday, and I decided that this needed to be put out immediately because no one that I know of is talking about this. So big shout out to my friend who actually found this and created this video. You'll see him here in just a moment, but let's just one more time look at this shot. You see bullet comes in that circled area. You have the blood splatter go down, then up, and then immediately after, you see the exit right here with the skin being pierced, and then the exit wound emerges.
It's fucking nuts, man.
And again, that is not a far distance for a bullet to travel, whatever the caliber is, whether it be 5.56, 308, 30-06. It's not even a debate at this point. It doesn't matter what caliber killed him. What matters is that the official narrative is not true. Again, whether the FBI knows or not that they're lying, but this is 100% conclusive evidence that Charlie Kirk was shot in the back of the head, and it exited through the front of his throat. All of the evidence points to Charlie being shot from his back right. Now, including this little blood splatter that we can see here against the white backdrop, the extreme hemorrhaging from the front of his neck, which again corresponds with an exit wound, the extreme loss of blood. No matter what the caliber is, that distance, that amount of meat is not enough for most bullets to expand. I mean, 99.9% of bullets will not expand in that short distance. Most of them require 12 to 14 to 16 inches even sometimes of tissue to expand properly. Also, Charlie tensing up correlates and proves that he was hit in his spine. It's a spinal injury. Any of the game that I've shot in the neck or in the high vitals where you impact the spine, the game usually drops right in its tracks because you sever the spinal cord. This is again exactly what we see with Charlie. He tenses up. His head movement also correlates with being shot in the back of the head. His head snaps forward, and then he tenses up, and you see him fade away, drop the mic, and was absolutely traumatizing video footage. And I'm sorry to have to
Yeah, and for the sickos that, celebrated this.
Show you guys this again, but this needs to be seen and talked about because this is going to be suppressed in the algorithm. So make sure you share this with any of your friends, your family members.
So the long story short, guys, is he's claiming that he was shot from the back and the exit wound was the throat versus the FBI narrative is the throat was the entry wound. So they're saying that he was shot from a different angle is what they're claiming. Oh yeah, and this dude is the guy that made this video, by the way, who had been shot multiple times. As you can see evidence here from him being on the floor, it looks like.
Exit and entry wounds. I have extensive firearms training inside the Marines and the civilian world as well. It appears that Charlie was shot in the back right side of his head and the bullet exited through his neck. The moment I saw the video and he tensed up, I thought, that looks like a headshot given the fact that he seized up. It is a very common occurrence with a headshot. So this dude, of all people, would know what an entry and exit wound looks like on his own body, literally up close in 4K HD, as they say. So if anyone is qualified to talk about it, it is this dude. He is a super cool guy, so please go ahead and check him out. And I really appreciate him sending me this over, because until he sent this to me, I just hadn't seen anything like it. Now, I wanted to be sure, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't like doctored footage. So I went to one of the original videos that I saw posted the day of Charlie's assassination. And right here I have it paused where you can see that splash that I'm talking about from the entry wound. And you can see it slowed down. This guy in this video,
This thing has almost 5 million views in like 2 days.
is actually talking about the F in this on his shirt and the ring, some other stuff that really has nothing to do with it. People are arguing about body armor. You could see Charlie's, his nipples through his shirt, his chest, his breasts through his shirt, but you can see that he has no body armor on right here. Okay, this would all be one slick piece of plate. It's already been established there's no body armor, so this is actual proof right here. He slowed this video down perfect. You see the blood right here dripping out of his head from the entry wound, and the bullet is coming from here.
And this is against the FBI narrative, because the FBI narrative is that the shooter shot him from the front and the entry wound was the throat where we saw the blood, and that Charlie's spine stopped the bullet.
Down through here, okay? Hit play. And there it goes. So again, I wanted to confirm the footage I had seen originally was not, in fact, doctored in any way. So you can see it here as well, a little piece down there, and it actually goes up a little bit off frame here from my screen recording. So you can see clearly entry, exit, then, of course, the part we can't show here on YouTube. So irrefutable evidence that he was shot in the back of the head. Clear as day to me. Now that may be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow, and without doubt, the non-player characters who just buy into the narrative, as well as the thousands and hundreds of thousands of bots, will likely attack me in this video because I'm showing the truth. I'm going to ask for you guys to share this video so that this word gets out, so that more people can see the truth of what happened to Charlie Kirk. I want to take a look at this photo next. This guy's talking about this bush up here in the top left of this photo, and he zooms in on it, and he's stating that it does look suspicious. It does look suspicious. It looks like there is a person right here, and it looks like there is a rifle right here that the person is holding. A hand here, a support hand, sort of very blurry image, but you can clearly make out that this is not just a bush. This is a human skin tone right here, and this correlates with a human head and hair and a rifle in the exact kind of crucifix shape of an AR-15 with an optic on it mounted up. So good on this dude for finding this photo.
So their claim here, summarize it for you guys, Cliff Notes version. He did not get shot from the front, as the FBI official narrative claims. He was shot from the back or the side, and they're claiming that he got shot from the back of the head or the side of the back of the head as the entry wound, and the exit wound was actually throat, versus the FBI narrative is the entry wound was the throat and that the bullet went in and stopped there. And people called it a miracle. The surgeon and I think one of TPUSA spokesperson, Clevelkin or some shit like that, said that it was a miracle. So I'm going to do an episode where I cover this, guys. I'm just waiting for all the facts to come out, and I'm going to cover every single theory and go through each one with you guys. Just haven't had time to do it yet, and I'm waiting for more information to come out. But let's go ahead here. This comes from Law and Crime, and they said FBI investigating chilling conspiracy theories in Charlie Kirk killing.
Up with the FBI director revealing new details about what they've learned and what they've probed as Kirk's family and friends lay him to rest.
I saw the wound that ended his life.
I'll share the comment from Erica Kirk that stunned the world and go through the very latest in the case. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Tyler Robinson is charged with murdering Charlie Kirk, and he's in jail in Utah County, Utah, being held without bail. But just because Robinson is charged as the shooter, that doesn't mean the investigation is over. Far from it. As friends, supporters, and family of Charlie Kirk were honoring his life on Sunday, FBI Director Kash Patel sent a post out on X about what the FBI is investigating. I'll get to that here in a few minutes. The county attorney says 22-year-old Robinson confessed to murdering Charlie Kirk using his grandfather's .30-06 rifle, but there are questions about how and why Robinson made the decision to take Charlie Kirk's life. But in the wake of Charlie Kirk's murder, several conspiracy theories have made the rounds on social media, some suggesting men on the ground were giving hand signals to the shooter. The man in the white that you just saw is Dr. Frank Turek, a mentor to Charlie Kirk, who actually spoke at his funeral service.
I start FaceTiming my wife. I'm saying, look at this. This is incredible. Then I start FaceTiming my son and my daughter-in-law while Charlie sits down and begins to ask questions. Now, this is where you may have seen an internet conspiracy. The man in the white hat was was giving signals to the shooter. Yeah, the man in the white hat was me, okay? I did this with my hat. Maybe I touched my nose or something while I'm holding my phone because I'm FaceTiming my son and daughter-in-law.
Now, Turek went on to say that the man in black that you saw was Charlie Kirk's main security guy. There has also been speculation that a private jet that left an airport after Kirk was shot was somehow involved in his murder. A man named Derek Maxfield was on that flight, and he posted on Instagram that it was his company's plane. Maxfield wrote, any suggestion that the flights by N88KG yesterday are in any way connected to the tragic shooting of Mr. Kirk is inaccurate, false, and without any credible basis of any kind. So yesterday, as Charlie Kirk's friends, family, supporters, and even the president and vice president of the United States were memorializing Charlie Kirk, FBI Director Kash Patel posted on X that every possibility is being investigated. Take a look. Patel wrote, as the director of the FBI, I am committed to ensuring the investigation into Charlie Kirk's assassination is thorough and exhaustive, pursuing every lead to its conclusion. The full weight of America's law enforcement agencies are actively following the evidence that has emerged, but our efforts extend beyond initial findings. We are examining every facet of the assassination. We are meticulously investigating theories and questions, including the location from where the shot was taken, the possibility of accomplices, the text message confession that I just read to you, and related conversations, Discord chats, the angle of the shot and bullet impact, how the weapon was transported, hand gestures observed as potential signals near Charlie at the time of his assassination, and visitors to the alleged shooter's residence in the hours and days leading up to September 10th, 2025. Some details are known today, while others are still being pursued to ensure every possibility is considered.
Now, here's this video. TPC sent me this. We could take a quick look at this. It's minute 14.
Hey, guys, we found the shooter. We found the shooter.
Niggas British, automatically credibility gone.
Look at this. Watch this clip.
Found something absolutely crazy with this shooting, and you are not going to believe it. Now, this is a still frame of this object behind Charlie, but first I want to show you this video. Listen and notice the flash. This video is from behind him. Watch right here.
Counting or not counting gang violence in Ukraine.
See that? One more time.
Counting or not counting gang violence in Ukraine.
Now, I've slowed it down here for you guys. Now here's the slow motion here. And then impact. One more time, check this out guys. Boom, impact. Now I've heard a lot of theories out there, of course they're theories, of people saying that the way that he was bleeding out suggests that he could have been hit from behind and the bullet exited through the front of his neck. Again, this is just hypothesis. I have no idea guys. Just a guy reporting. This could all just be, coincidence. Just like all of this is, and all of this is.